berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he spins through. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And incomplete to open things up.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. They fake the handoff. Now Carr sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. It's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Second down, Mayfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Set. 319. 319. Over. Gun. Hot.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Going deep for Hopkins. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other.
It got his man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Low.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Eluding the tackle. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak in across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff for Drake. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on...
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
I'll plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
58-98. 808.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Flush to his right. And his throw here is incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here.
Clear to me, he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Here's Carr. Buying time to his left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
3 down.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Play fake. Mayfield. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Mayfield on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bird. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They go play action. Mayfield. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Hey. 4 down. Kill. All right, now, lucky 56.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Shit.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now let's go. Green 39.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Knight. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 30, 20, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. In for the score. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it, and you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone, and that's exactly why he did.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Texans set to come onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mayfield now on second down. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, Creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 35 yards. Then the Texans are in for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Carr now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Leopard!
Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. On second down, McCaffrey. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
All right, now, look at 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch him now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Gun!
Mayfield to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, But the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gone.
Throwing, Mayfield. Eluding, and he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw, Mayfield. And now he'll tuck it and run. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. I got 83.
Here's Mayfield. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And incomplete. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. McCaffrey with a first down and more. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
But 5-man box. 22.
to the air on second down. It's Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bernardrick McKinney able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Take that.
Picked off by Andre Howe. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Mayfield looks to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now this is fielded in the end zone.
Oh, hell yeah. That's what we wanted.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
You're tripping.
Drake will start the drive on the ground.
Shit.
And some space here. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes.
Damn. Boy, I thought that was a fucking play action. That's my fault.
It's a big play there for Miami. 67 yards on the ground. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 12. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Here's Foreman. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Charles Harris in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. Gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 15. Oh, a nice spin. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Carr going to throw. He goes underneath the Drake. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On the give, this is Drake. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw his Carr. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside.
Damn, I thought I was going to get to that shit.
And all the way down to the 29.
That nigga shouldn't even have that much time back there.
It's a big play here for the Dolphins on 3rd. 43 yards.
Can't let him go before
so
half.
now the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's brought down at a very nice gain. So it's challenge time. The referee's tablet coming out. And the big question, Charles, did that football break the plane to the goal line?
They just need any part of the ball to cross the goal line in order for it to count. Remember, it's got to be indisputable, though. Sometimes we think it's going to be there. We can't really find it on the tablet. So we'll see what the final call is going to be.
To throw, it's Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Rookie.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Fucking rookie.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
McCaffrey following the penalty. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Back now in Houston. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. A carry for Foreman. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Too easy, bro. He tried, though. He tried.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield going deep for Hopkins. A battle for it, and it's intercepted.
Not D-Hop now.
Picked up by Xavier
Not D-Hop.
and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still